Hey, for some reason, FLAIR decided not to use Brad the Builder to build his pole barn, so it's almost done. I'm gonna go over and give it a little inspection and see what I think. You guys give some input as well. So let's do a walkthrough on this and see if we can give it the 2 thumbs up. So as a home builder, it seems like every time I build a house, they always bring in friends and family to critique the homes. Their job, it seems like, is to find something wrong. So I'm gonna have some fun, turn tables around. Not saying FLAIR does this to me, but just other people. So today, I'm gonna create a punch list for FLAIR on his pole barn. It looks beautiful, but I have to find something wrong with it because that's just what friends do for family, right? So you come in here, I notice, looks like they haven't finished this right here. And I noticed the soffit, so the guys pulled off the job, so I don't know why they pulled off when they're not done. Look at here. We've got a couple corners. They still have not finished their corner pieces on this side of the building. This soffit, you can see, look at their skylight. It's not even a skylight, it looks like a skylight. They just ran out of metal on top of this. Plus this whole side here should be sheeted with that metal, so it's a finished look all the way through. Oh. Punch list, broken window right here. I'm sure it's the neighbors shooting at him, not me. Or maybe it's a BB gun. I wouldn't shoot at FLAIR. Why would I do that? So then, I don't know if this is advertising or just a piece of metal that's missing right here. Got keys left in the door. Not a very good safety thing, but at least you will never lose the keys. And as you peek inside, checking out inside here, this thing is huge. Still got some materials left over. It looks like they still have the materials. I just don't know why they pulled off, but maybe FLAIR's not making payments. That could be the deal. If you don't pay your subs, they tend to leave. Woohoo! This is one big crib. I don't know really what I'm looking at. I've never built a pole barn, but he's got this big truss ceiling, so I think this thing is up to like 18 feet high. One thing as a home builder, which I've always questioned when they do these pole barns, you know, they're all hanging above the ground. There's really no foundation. What I've always kind of curious is when they finish this, will they flash this and pour concrete, which eventually I'm sure when they pour it, that will go away. Sorry, my feet weigh about 200 pounds with all the mud. When you do these pole barns, what's interesting is the metal roof is the sheathing, everything. Like when you build a house, you put a wood substrate on top of all the framing. First, you put a wood decking, then you put like a rubberized felt on there, and then the metal. Here, to keep the cost down, it's just metal. There's nothing else. So they'll have to spray foam and insulate all this eventually, as well as the walls. That's just metal, and they wrap it first with like a waterproofing membrane and then metal. That's why the costs are so economical to build one of these things. There's not a lot of wood in them. It's just metal and then the trusses, which they span them quite a bit apart because it's not supporting anything in the ceiling. It just has to support the roof. This big wide open space turned out awesome. He's got these huge garage doors, and just the way it all fills out, I'm kind of excited to see how he wants to finish it out. I think he has reached out to me, if I remember right, to help him come up with the design. Because it's so high, we can put a second floor. I don't know, we can't go over there that much, but maybe back in one of these corners because the garage door is in the way, to give him a second level storage, and maybe even, we talked about maybe buying one of those elevator lifts that we have in his house that we could lift and put stuff up into the second floor. And you could easily do that right up above there for extra storage. So I think it looks nice. I'm gonna check out the metal on the outside. That's what I like to see. He's done the color he's picked out with this black, kind of dark gray, and then the light gray, really looks super nice. Like from my house, because of the trees, this thing almost disappears. I don't even really see it. I'm excited to see him get this done. Maybe I can store a few of my toys in here. He's got so many, I doubt that'll be the case, but hopefully I would like to build one of these as well, if my wife will let me. She keeps saying I spend too much money, but these are a tax write-off if you can use them for business. So when we looked at the very front, I was giving FLAIR a bad time about something missing, the big skylight. Here's what, I think they ran out of material, that he's got to put the metal roofing underneath to create this nice soffit, but this is beautiful. I think he's going to be parking like his tractors and equipment, so it's out of the elements in terms of underneath something. Knowing FLAIR, eventually he'll fill this all in and make it more garages or shop or office or something. So this works out really nice, and my house is right there. So I should be able to cut across and store a few of maybe my snowmobile or Bobcat or something over here and he may not even know it. All in all, this thing turned out really nice. I've never built a pole barn, so I'm not sure what the heck I'm even looking at. I just had to find a few little things that were wrong and that really aren't wrong. It's just not done. So I'm gonna learn from you because I want one of these barns on my property too. So you'll have to tell me what you would do different next time. And you viewers, tell me what you would like for me to put in my pole barn once I build it. So I want to shop. I want to be able to have bathrooms, some of those things in there, but I got to be able to store all kinds of stuff. But eventually I'd like to make it, the county would let me make like a small little guest house in there so friends could come and stay in the pole barn. Wouldn't that be fun? Hey guys, just got to the job site and I noticed that CCAF is here. I want to go inside and take a look and see what they're doing. We've got countertops going in, a lot of cabinets. There's been some changes. I want to find out where we're at. I've been out of town for a couple of days, so it's my turn to get caught up on what's been going on here at the job site. Hey guys, even though Flair reluctantly sold me that 20 acres because I'm in his backyard, if you look over here, my house is under construction and you cannot even tell, even with the leaves off the trees, that I have a house over there. So that's good for both of us. Getting caught up here. Looks like all the flooring has been delivered. And again, we're using the garage as a staging area, which works out perfect. Here's one set of material. Looks like it's all LVT is what we're using in the house. This is some wood flooring. Here's a little bit of what some of this flooring is going to look like. I'm not sure where it all goes, but there's 3 different types. And what just got delivered from CKF is this is Flair and Macy's, Andrews and Macy's master closets. So this will all start going together here in the next 2 days. They got it all laid out. I'm not sure what all that is over there. So let's go inside. Look, wow, look at all this stuff. Looks like all closet systems going in. So let's go take a look so I can get up to speed on what I've missed out on for the last 2 weeks. If you're wondering how we keep all the subs coming and going through this house and keeping it safe, is that we put a lockbox on here. Every house has its own code. So we kind of somewhat know who's kind of coming and going. So this is our universal key, but we put a lockbox on here. So hopefully guys lock up at the end of the day. That's been kind of a problem. Okay, so here we are. Wow, oh, they have already stained the ceiling, which looks fantastic. I think they did that because Tom was telling us scaffolding's got to come down here pretty soon, but what's nice about it, it's also protecting the cabinets from guys banging into it. So I kind of like leaving it here, but that's a beautiful color. And now I just got word that these beams are coming here next week. So I got to give Tom a phone call that all these faux beams, they'll be starting to get installed here in the next week or so, which will really make this room come to life. It feels nice now, but it's really gonna fill up beautiful with the faux beams. And this fireplace, I'm still so tickled on how Tom did this. He makes it look so easy. And you guys saw that video where Tom built this fireplace mantle, trying to get all the cuts just right. So it looks like one big piece of wood slid on here, and he's done a fantastic job on that. Today it's a little quiet. I'm not sure where everybody's at, but the painters have already got a coat on the main floor walls. I was told they're supposed to start the flooring downstairs. Let's go take a look. I see the staining has already taken place. This has been stained already for the railing. While I was gone, Tom, and we've been going over, there's 3 guys involved with this gun vault. You got to get Tom, the trimmer, is involved, but also then we have Eric, who is going to help us maybe install the gun vault door. Then we have Justin, who is going to be building the hidden bookcase. So I can see right now that all this, remember it was drywall before, all this had to be taken off, and they referred out this to get backing so that when we set this vault door on, it's a solid, tight fit. I noticed some work has been done here. Something is written in Spanish, which I have no idea what that means, but here's what it's going to look like. It's going to be one of those bookcases. Flair wants the bookcase, like a book opens up and then it'll swing out, and then the vault door will be here, which will swing this way. So we still got the water problem in there. Let me take a look and see if it's still leaking. Well, no water yet. I'm hoping it would fix itself, but I don't think I'm gonna be that lucky. I was told this was supposed to have flooring going down. I gotta find out why it has not. And then another thing, before the flooring goes down, I gotta come in here and fill this full of concrete. This stuff all cleaned up. We have extra Durock left behind. I gotta find out why the guys that set the Durock down don't haul this stuff out. So that is all left over. It does not need to be here on the job site. Also, do you remember Macy called up and said all the doors are black, and they had originally had painted these doors downstairs white. They've come back and they've corrected it. So this has all been painted black. So this door and the nano wall door, they all match. That makes the most sense because it would look kind of funny with white doors and then a black door. So good catch, Macy. It's looking really nice. It's still a muddy mess out in the backyard. Nothing there to talk about. Always makes me nervous when I get to the job site and there's nobody here. I got to find out what's going on and why we don't have the subs here. Because we're during construction that we have to keep these filters changed all the time. And I've just noticed somebody staying ahead of it beyond me. I appreciate that because with the brand new systems, we got to change these things about every couple of days with all the dust that goes on in the house. So this is one of 2 systems in the house. Here's all of our filters, so there's no excuse why somebody can't change them out. A lot of those are the dirty ones. So we got one more to check. I want to turn this off so I can get them out. Backup heat, backup heat. There we go. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to come off. Takes 2 hands. Ugh. Good grief. Here, hold on. Let's see if anybody's changed these boogers. They're hard to get out. Yeah, that one's dirty. That one's pretty dirty. So, change these out. You'd think there'd be an easier way. Ugh. Okay, now I hope we have clean ones in here. Those are all dirty. Here's some clean ones. Ugh. Okay, turn it back on. Here we go. There we go. Close enough. Look at all these dirty filters. All right, we'll carry this up another. All right, come on, let's go check out the man cave. Ah, this looks nice what Tom has done. He was concerned with this big board because it had so many waves in it. What he came up with, and I like this idea, Tom's very creative, is that he put these big bolts in to suck it in because it would have stuck way out here. He couldn't get it to hold to the wall. I like what he's done here with those big lag bolts. Right now, he says he doesn't have enough to finish the top. I don't know, I have to talk to Andrew and Macy and see what they think. It doesn't look too bad. They have a little accent color up there, which I don't know what that is. I gotta figure out if that's what they're doing. But then at the same time, Tom has built this hat rack. So right up in here, you can see my finger recesses up in. These little wires will get a light tray underneath every single one. So all this will be where Flair can showcase all of his hats. So that looks nice. I don't know what color they're gonna stain it, but everything in here could be stained or painted. But I'm real happy with, I'd like to hear what you guys think on how well this reclaimed wood wall turned out. So kind of interesting. We're still waiting for the countertops to go in. See the ceiling? This is something Andrew's not real crazy about, nor am I. Once we get this thing painted, we're gonna come in and sand this, make it smooth. So that texture will go away. That's actually a heavier texture than what I would ever put on my houses. I gotta find out why the guys did that. It's supposed to be an orange pill. That's a little heavier texture. It's really ugly, so we're fixing that. Well, there are the wall colors. Got all this painted. I mean, we've really come a long way on this house, so we're really down to, I can get my electricians in here, start putting in the can lights, get the flooring going. What's the middle of March? I got 45 days to get this house all done. But it doesn't do any good when there's nobody here today. So I got to make some phone calls. Hey, Eugenio. Oh. What, ¿cómo está? What do you got going on, Eugenio?
Problems.
You have problems?
Yeah.
No, we don't have problems. We have situations. What's
situation? My ladder is short. I can finish in the back, my siding.
Your ladder's too short?
Yeah.
Don't we have a taller ladder here somewhere? Let me see if Tom, no?
No.
How tall a ladder do you need?
I need 32.
32?
Yeah.
Ah, Chihuahua. Where are we doing the?
It's in the back.
Oh, the very, very back.
Yeah, the
Well,
back.
that is a tall ladder. I have
a tall ladder, but I don't have racks for my
Well, we also got to be careful. It's really muddy and all that. So, all right. Well,
too muddy
what
now.
about the underside of the decks? Can we start putting the cedar siding on underneath there?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever if you're already out here, if you can start on that,
Yeah.
because tomorrow, mañana, we're having
Cold.
cold and snow and rain. Okay. Hey, where's your Brad the Builder gear? Huh? Is it on?
Today,
oh.
I'm bringing
Oh.
too many jackets.
You need I need sweatshirts. All my shirts are t-shirts. I'm a warm weather builder. So all right, I'm gonna start working on some colder weather material for Eugenio. But all right, let me hop out of my truck, kind of see what's going on. I just got here. Looks like you just got here too. So,
Gracias,
oh,
señor.
okay, amigo, I'm
Gracias.
coming. All right, adios. It's funny, he needed a taller ladder. I thought maybe he needed like an 8-footer, and all he had was a 4-footer. So that's a big ladder, 32 feet. So that's justified. Let's go inside and see what's going on here at FLAIR'S. What's this lumber for? Oh, for the gun safe. Yeah. Okay. Do you guys steal this off one of my job sites? You've been known to steal lumber off my job sites. Is that your lunch pail you carrying over there, Tom? Of course. Look at that. Is that your lunch pail? What do you got in? There's no lunch.
Tom, you want to put down these 2x4s?
Put all the. If I stand here long enough and talk, these guys will have this all offloaded. All right. What about this too? Here, amigo. Let me help you out there. All right. See how I help offload the truck and watch the fellas carry it into the house. Tom, what do we think? We need to go over the gun safe downstairs?
Well, I can show you what I'm going to do.
Okay. And you're doing. I saw you tore the drywall off and got the
So we can see what we're
dealing with.
into. Yeah.
Okay. And you've already met with Justin?
Yeah, Justin and Eric and I have been
coordinating,
and now I'm finally able to get in there and get the frame in. Eric's going to show up. He wants to put metal around the frame so that
it secures.
When the vault is sandwiching my framing, it's more secure. Plus there's set screws to set the vault so it's plumb and level, and it's better off that he's setting the screws against metal instead of wood.
Gotcha.
The set
Okay.
screws.
Well, I'm glad you got this all figured out, because the floor guys were supposed to be here last week and there was some miscommunication, so they're coming tomorrow.
Oh, are they?
But
So where are they going to start?
Well, I need them starting downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, but
we'll start in the Four Seasons room.
what you're probably going to need to do is get Eric and his boys to get the vault moved out of the way first thing in the morning, if not this afternoon. Eric was planning on showing up sometime today to get some measurements.
All right, let me
So if he can bring some brute strength over and move that out of the way.
Well, we got enough guys with Eugenio, but that thing's so awkward to move.
It is. And then there's a pile of Durarock laying down
Yeah,
that Eugenio can move as well.
Exactly. I saw that there yesterday. So we'll get all that cleaned up, get it going. I'll meet you
I'm in the
inside.
process of getting more tools into that I need. Then I'm going to
Okay,
I'll be down
I got
in 5 minutes.
All right, I'll see you inside here. Where are we? We're just moving all that in here, Eugenio? Okay, so it's out of the way? Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, so you're on it, Eugenio. I appreciate that. So there's all that. We talked about that yesterday. There's leftover material that eventually we'll leave it here, and when it dries out, I'll bring a trailer and we'll move it to the next job site. What we have to do, we're getting all this prep because tomorrow we're going to start filling in the floor. The floor guys are coming tomorrow, hopefully rain or shine or snow. And then we're getting this all cleaned up for him. The objective today is with Tom is prepping the man cave. I'm sorry, not the man cave, the gun safe, which is like a man cave, so that we can get this big vault door situated perfectly. Eric, our metal guy, is going to be building a metal frame to help secure it. And then we have a guy named Justin who is doing some fantastic design work where he is building the actual door that has the book that you move, unlatches it, and the bookcase opens up, and then this beautiful door is behind it. So all that is now in place. It has to flow a certain way. We got to get the floors down. We got to get the door in place. So a lot of coordination, and it's going to start happening quick because the FLAIR moves in 45 days. Fingers crossed. Let's see if I can take a light and show you guys a media room where Tom has built the light tray. We forgot it, but now it's in place. I got a long enough cord. Here we go. You guys can see this. So all the walls are painted kind of a nice dark color. It's, I don't know the right color. It's like a grayish green. Oh, my decorator will hate me for that because I always say I never got the box of 64 colors. I just got the box of like 8, the red, green, yellow, blue. I don't know all the fancy names. What we have is a ceiling that stepped up, and we built this little tray around there because that's where the indirect, like the low voltage lighting will go. So that will be a soft illumination. Before we didn't have that, it just got missed. So That's been done. It'll look awesome once it gets completed. It's going to have a projector in the ceiling, and then they're going to have a huge screen. So this will be like a true movie theater room once they're all done. So it's coming together really nice. Well, all we got to do in this room is put the lights in and carpet, and it is done. So the downstairs is looking good for schedule-wise. I just got to get things moving upstairs. So here's what's going on today with FLAIR'S downstairs gun safe. As we know, we have the big steel vault door. That is going to set back inside this area. But where you see we have the concrete, we moved all the drywall off. Tom wants to expose this concrete foundation because that's what we need to fasten the steel vault door. So he's got to do some modifications with some of the wood here for two reasons. We've got to set it up for when Eric comes out with the steel frame to go around it, but also when Justin comes, and here's a video what Justin's doing. He has created the hardware so that right in this area you'll open up a book, and this will release the bookcase and it will swing out this way so that he will be able to get in. I think he has it swinging the other way. I got to talk to him about that.
It's got to go the other way.
Yeah, so right now he has it swinging like this. I'm going to have to talk to Justin about reversing the swing. So otherwise you're always kind of walking around it.
There's an issue.
Is there an issue, Tom?
Unfortunately, it wasn't taken into account that this door is swinging into another bookcase, so there's conflict here. You can do that. You can have this thing swinging this way, but you're not going to be able to get the door all the way open because it's going to be up against a bookcase. You'll have to talk.
Well, that's why I think he had it going like this.
He had it going this way so that when this door opens, it'll clear it by about an inch. He had it all laid out.
Yeah.
But then this opens all the way up. He can open this at a 90.
That's the vault door.
The vault door.
Right.
But I haven't seen his layout.
Okay. I have drawings. Let me show it to you and see.
I have those.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I haven't put my pencil or tape measure to it and laid it all out, so all I can do is go by what Justin's got. He's saying that if he puts the bookcase this way, and then you open the door, you won't be able to open the door as far as if you had the bookcase going this way, then this will be able to open farther. But I don't know if that's true, because the handle on the vault door, when you go to open it, it's going to hit here. So you won't be able to open it 90 degrees anyhow.
So let me ask, I guess a good question is how important is it to have it a full 90-degree open? You're not really wheeling anything in and out of here, but it's nice to have that functionality of a full 90. Sometimes it's picking, the chicken or the egg. What's it going to be?
Probably what you're going to have to do is once I get this in and the doors in before Justin builds it, if he hasn't started already.
Yeah.
You need to meet him here again to get this clarified.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him now and just tell him before he starts building it, because he sent me some drawings last night of stuff that he's working on, and I'm going to make sure that he was waiting for approval, so I'm almost positive. He's done some mock-ups. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, bye. Recap what Justin's doing. So if we open up this door going out like this allows us to eventually kind of do this design, putting additional bookcase on this wall. I just think if we just have one bookcase sitting here on this wall and nothing going on the sides, it just, to me, it looks like a red flag. It looks like it doesn't fit, like it's just showed up out of nowhere. With construction, you gotta find out where the problems are going to be, or situations in this case. So the situation is, we got a big, beautiful door going on, hiding a book, hiding the gun vault, but it's gotta look like it's part of the house. So we're gonna continue starting with Tom, and then Eric will come out, set the door, and then we'll work backwards. And Justin's job is to make this all look like it all goes away with his bookcase, so stay tuned. Okay, we're getting things going on FLAIR'S closet. We have a situation. Jake, you said which closet? We have a problem with the light switches.
His closet.
His closet? All right. It's FLAIR'S closet. You always have a problem with FLAIR. Okay,
So
I
right
see this
here.
outlet right there.
Yeah, so we're gonna have drawers in here. It's gonna end up right around this
Oh,
ballpark.
so if I just raised it up, can I make that work?
Yeah.
Are you able to adjust the drawers so we can keep it, or is it?
Well, it's gonna be pretty definitive where it's gonna be at.
'cause
I
they've
think it's
already-
gonna be right around like 40 to 44, I think is where it's gonna be at. So
All right, let me make a note on there. I got my electricians. I hope are coming tomorrow. Tell me where you want this at.
I would just go
So
up.
go at 48 to the top.
I can tell
40.
you later for sure.
All right, yeah, you get things set in there, and then yeah, we got these nice high closets, but Flair only has about 4 shirts and 2 pairs of pants, so he doesn't need all this closet space, so there's no reason to go higher. All right, we'll call my electrician and get them. We're gonna try to get lights in here for you as well, but the temporary ones, you probably only have another day or so, right?
Yeah, we'll be out here tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay, so I better get that wire moved soon, so let me make that call. Are you able to just cut? Oh, shoot, because you gotta put your panel on the wall, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I don't get him out here, I'm just kind of wondering, trying to get him. He's on another job, but then tomorrow with weather, I don't know, it's always a curveball.
Yeah,
To move it to here.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad if it's on this wall.
Hers is outside.
Hers is outside too, isn't it? Okay, let me make a note to maybe put the, that's true. All right, that would not be bad, master. I wrote the 20, I put 2022 downstairs, so I'm a little off. 23, it's going too fast. And no other surprises for electrical? That's good?
Nope, that's
okay.
it.
All right.
We're rocking and rolling, so I think we'll be
Okay,
good.
very good, thank you. Okay, there's one on the list. So at this stage, when we're building and finishing up a house, this is where we start creating punch lists every day, because if you don't write down certain items, what I always tell my project managers and superintendents, if you don't write it down and address it right away, a little situation gets forgotten, becomes a huge problem later. So it's best that you hit things head on right now, deal with it. And if it's on my plate, I got to give it to the guy, someone else, so he fixes it, but it's never off my plate till I know it's done. So I got to make a call. Oh, let me do this. Oh, hold on. Okay. So what I was going to say, I have a jack in the back of my pickup that might work for this. If not, this guy, Eric, is coming this afternoon. You're going to be here most of the day?
I'm there all day.
Okay, so maybe you and Eric, and I have to be somewhere else, but maybe together, he's bringing some furniture moving equipment that we'll find out with my jack or his furniture
But the
equipment.
jack is enough.
And let's see, okay, maybe
But we need 2.
yeah, two jack. All right, well, I'll bring mine in here,
One
see
in
it.
the back and
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna go get it.
Let's go see. It might be, it's a car jack. Maybe it fits underneath the middle, but let's go grab it. I'm gonna turn Tom's air compressor back on. Fire in the hole. Eugenio, he's got job security because he never turns down a job. You're the man, Eugenio. Okay, so let me see here. Yeah, it's way up in there. Let me open this up. Want me to give you a Christmas goose to get up there? Yeah, don't get too attached to those boots there, Eugenio. Those are mine. You get it? And the pole. Is there any donuts in there? No? No donuts? That's grande. Heavy. How do you say heavy?
Pesado.
Pesado. I should know that. I've asked that word like 10 times. I can't remember at my age. That's what my prom date's nickname was, Pesado. I hope she's not watching. Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
I'd like to know if you have on film those 2 snowmobiles you wrecked last weekend.
Oh, not mine. Yeah, those are FLAIR'S. He's the one that wrecked snowmobiles. He couldn't even sit on it going straight. He fell off. No, he didn't. He brought him out here and was driving around. But I don't see him. I think he sold them. He learned his lesson. Everybody's wrecked snowmobiles. Why didn't you tell me that before I went and wrecked mine? Let me see if this is going to work with Eugenio's jack. I don't know. Will that fit underneath there? Woo! Oh, it does. It hits. I was hoping it could get under here.
Yeah. But
What about this?
a little bit and make something. And
Oh, I can't pick that up. Is this gonna work? Darn it. Ah! Look at me, Eugenio. Hey, smart. Is that the middle? What am I hitting? Yeah. We don't need much. We can slide it. Okay. It's got so much dirt. Yeah. Oh, take a picture. This is good. I don't know. I'm just going to move it out of the way and leave it like right here. Okay, that's good enough. Hey, let's lower it down there, Eugenio. Woo, you made that look easy. And then we'll wait for Tom to get done.
Yeah.
And then Eric. So we'll leave this here. I have no use for it. I just bought it just in case I had to jack up my little deer blind if I got a flat tire. So now I just leave it here at Flair's house to move his vault door around. Okay, we're off to the next job site since you got everything covered here, right? Oh, Tom's got another note. The truck driver, we're talking about these big beams get delivered. There's one, what did we say, it's 21 foot long. And if I just had 2 or 3 guys, it can't be that heavy. I think the package,
It's just a matter of
getting them off.
getting them in here.
Yeah.
Do they know where to put them?
Where's that key to the front door, that handle? Where do you hide that?
My key,
Well-
I had taken it with me because it's like gold.
I know. So is that you keep it in your
leave it
truck?
here.
All right. Well, let me show you where to hide it. The front door has a special hardware that's not arrived yet. So there's a, what do you call that thing?
It's
Is
just
it?
an L
It's an
shape,
Allen
yeah.
wrench type thing.
Yeah, square handle that every time you have one of those put in, a $10,000 door, they could afford to give you a $3 key to get in. and
You
out
would
of the
think,
door.
yeah. There's only one, and then somebody hides it, then no one can get in and out of the house. So Tom took the key with him. Now I know where it's at. So, all right, let's find that. All right. Well, worst case, I'll be back. I'll come back
We'll
tomorrow.
just leave it in the front door.
Leave it in the door?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, it doesn't look like much, but this, that's the front door key to get in and out of this house. So, because it fits in this special little latch. And the reason why it's so unique is that when you lock this door, you lift up on it, well, it has to be shut. It locks in the bottom, the top, and the very top. So it locks in 3 points. That's why I just can't put a regular handle on this darn thing. So I want to talk to you guys about FLAIR'S closets they're putting in. So if you ever heard of what they call the dovetail, when you marry two boards together like this, here's what it looks like. It's a stronger hold. So this wood, I don't know why it's a term, they call it dovetail. Instead of taking two boards to sit them together like this and nailing it, it's stronger when you go like this. So even on his cabinets in his closet, what's laid out on the floor, they've got all these put together. And so by the end of the day, Macy and Andrew will have their fancy master closets all put together. All right, so we got a lot going on here at FLAIR'S. This is some of the scaffolding. We got more coming to reach the top of the ceiling for Tom to start setting those beams. So that'll be on the next series. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm Brad the Builder, and I'm off to the next job site.